Just got off a call and I wanted to talk about something that I think is really important for home buyers, especially for first-time home buyers, to be aware of really quick. I just opened escrow yesterday for some very excited buyer clients, and we got this offer accepted. There were multiple offers on this home, by the way, and we got the offer accepted with the sellers paying for a home warranty for the buyers, as well as paying for not some of, but all of the buyers' closing costs. And the reason why I think this is important to talk about right now is because as a realtor, you hear a lot of talk about people saying things like, I'm waiting to buy a house until it's a better housing market. If you're waiting to buy a house because it's not a good time for you right now, like whatever is going on in your personal life, it just doesn't make sense, or because you can't afford it financially, then please wait to buy a house. Don't buy a house right now. However, if you're waiting to buy a house because you're waiting for a better housing market, I just wanted to shed a little bit of light on what that might look like. A couple years ago, we were in a much different housing market where homes were selling very quickly. Now average days on market are a lot higher. And in this previous housing market that we were in, it was very common to see multiple offers. It was actually very uncommon not to see multiple offers. However, getting a buyer's offer accepted with the sellers paying for some, but especially for all of their closing costs, was almost unheard of for a very long time during this period. The reason that it was an attractive time to buy for buyers is because interest rates were historically low. By the way, I don't think they'll ever be that low again. But if you're waiting to buy a house because you're waiting until interest rates lower again, if they even do, then it's important to be aware that that's also going to change the entire dynamic of the housing market, meaning it's going to become a crazy competitive housing market again for buyers, which means the odds of your offer getting accepted with the sellers paying for your closing costs are going to be really low again, which maybe that's not a big deal to you. Maybe you don't need the sellers to pay for your closing costs, but when it's a more competitive market for buyers, that means you're going to be expecting to pay way over asking price, and like the ball is in the seller's court. So that's just something to be aware of, is that there are pros and cons to buying in this housing market today. The pros are some of the things I just mentioned that I'm really enjoying as I'm writing offers for buyers, and there's pros and cons to any housing market. So at the end of the day, the best time to buy is when it works for you. We are always taking new clients, and if you want to work with us, I would love to chat with you. Feel free to shoot me a message anytime.